Alright, hello again. My name is Paul Clark from Culinary Woodcraft. Today I wanted to show you the best way that I have found to use a router and cut out the juice groove on cutting boards. So I'll show you one that I have done already. Here's a groove that I've cut out just now, and I've tried several different methods that I found on YouTube. Didn't really find anything I liked, so I'm going to show you the method that I use. What I've done is built kind of a little sled for my router. All it is a piece of 3/8 plywood scrap that I had. I screwed it onto the router, and then I took another piece of plywood, just MDF that I had sitting around, and screwed it to that. And what I've done is, let me grab my tape measure. What I did is I measured, I wanted the groove to be about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And so that's what I did. You can see there it's about 3/4 of an inch. And that would give me a nice consistent edge as far as going this way, so that when I put the sled down, the router's forced to stay on that line and won't deviate from it at all. Now when I get to the edges here, what I did is I wanted it to also be 3/4 of an inch from the edge here. So what I did on that is I measured it out so that it would be that same distance, and what I did was I just drew a couple lines there on the plywood, and so that way I'll show you when I get done. When I get to the edge here, sliding it across, I know that I have to stop right there. If I can line this up for you. So I know when I get there, then I stop. And same with on the other side. Once I reach this line, then I'm done there. And I can do that all the way around. So I'll show you real quick how I set up everything, and I'll demonstrate on another cutting board that I have to do anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cutting board and go ahead and clamp it down real quick. Okay, then using this sled as the catch here, I'm gonna have it sit right here. And what I'm gonna do when I route it is I'm gonna pull with constant pressure and route using those lines so I know how far to the edge I want to go. Now the key with this is to pull with constant pressure and to do light passes. You don't want to try to take out all the wood at once. I'm doing these fairly thick, fairly deep, about a 1/2 inch deep. So I'm going to do a couple passes and take off maybe an 1/8 inch each time, and that'll eliminate some of the burn and also tear out as well. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I've got everything clamped. Looks like I will be ready to go now. Just get this stuff out of the way, and we'll show you how it works. Alright, so I'll show you what happened, how it went. So this is after a couple passes and going all the way to the maximum, but you can see there's virtually no tear out at all, and the line is pretty straight. Almost zero deviation, which is good. And that's all because I took light passes and didn't rush it. You don't want to go too fast and let the wood kick it around. You can see there's, literally no burning either. So we'll go ahead and set this up and do the rest of the sides, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so now we'll unclamp it and do the ends. And doing the ends is a very important part. This is where you tend to get the most amount of tear out if you are going to. And so at this point of the process, it's very important to go very slowly and take out as little material in each pass. And just watch it as you go. Some woods are more prone to tear out than others, and that can also happen if your routers aren't as sharp as they should be. So here we go. Alright, I'll show you how we're looking so far. As you can see, no tear out. A little bit of burning there in the corner, that's okay. We can sand that out with a Dremel tool pretty easily. But that's what we're going for. We'll go ahead and finish up this other end real quick, and then we'll be done with this board. So there you go. Just completed these two boards, and if you go a little bit long like I did right there, it'll be okay. Once you end up sanding this smooth, you won't really be able to notice that at all. We'll hit some of these burn spots with the like I said, the Dremel tool, but other than that, we didn't have any tear out, and lines stayed pretty straight. So other than that, I think this was a success. So there you go, how to cut out the juice grooves with a simple jig that you can just use some of the scrap wood you've already got lying around your shop. Hope you enjoy.